What's up, guys? This is Jay Corbett of Team Sanctum, back at it again with another deck profile. Sorry it's been a couple of weeks. We've been going to regionals and stuff. Ain't that right, Alex?
Yeah, and losing, but yeah.
It's all good. But, you know, we're back at it with more deck profiles, and now we got one for Different Dimension Demons, a deck that my boy Alex here has been playing since going to different regionals. He made a newer version of his DDD deck, but he'll show you probably a older version of it that he did probably later on, but depends if he feels like it. So let us get to this deck profile, man. Let's see what's in it.
Before you change it down there. So this will just be kind of like a quicker profile. I'll say some shortcut names because some of the names are long, and if you have a question about what the cards do, you can put those in the comments, but later on, look for a theory video. There'll be a theory behind this deck. This deck is rather complicated. I'd compare it to something like Sylvan's if you've ever played that deck or know what it does or how complicated it is. I'd compare it to that. I actually had a rough time picking up on some of the combos, and at first you'll say that the deck is not very powerful, but if you get deeper into the combos and what you have in your hand and what's searchable, you'll understand it. So keep an eye out for that, and let's just get straight into the profile.
Alright, man, let's see these monsters you got for us, buddy.
Alright, so in this deck, most decks actually, you're going to play 3 Swirl Slimes. This is a hand fusion from hand, and it has a banish effect where you can banish to special a DDD from hand. So it does a lot of hand stuff, so when you see this, think about hands. Then it's Partner in Crime, usually the one you want to fusion summon with. You have Necro Slime. You banish this from grave and other cards, and you get to special summon a fusion monster from the extra deck. Then you have the Searcher, the main Searcher of the deck. You really want to see this in your opening hand. You can search out any contract card, or you can compulse a D/D card, but I doubt you'd really want to do that. Alright, and before I move forward, know that this is a going second build, and so this is meant to break your opponent's board and then make plays over top of that. So then we have the 3 Thomas. Thomas can special summon a level 8 from the deck. He can special summon himself, if you were wondering, and you can make plays with that. So then we have 3 Abyss Ragnarok. As a scale, he can special from the grave when a D/D is specialed, or when he himself is specialed, you can special from the grave. So really useful card. That's it for the D/D monsters, and now we're going to move on to the 3 tech cards. So I have 2 Ghost Ogres. Stumping your opponent's plays and the stuff that you know that the deck can't get over is really important, and I feel like Ghost Ogre does a really excellent job in doing so. That's just my player preference, though. Glow Ball, we play Synchros. It's easy to get that into the grave. Yeah, and it's a synchro, and milling things isn't too horrible. Then for spells, we have 3 of the Dark Contract with the Gate. This is her Searcher card. When this is played, you don't have to activate the effect right away, but you can search for any D/D card from your hand. So this is what you use to get your combo pieces back, depending on what you have. And just to let you know, it's technically a 6 of, because of Kepler. Kepler searches contract, contract searches D/D. Or if you're missing another contract card, or one that you would like, you can activate this, search for Kepler, Kepler, search for the other contract cards. So, alright, moving on. Something else that a lot of people really might not be okay with is 3 of the fusion card. You kind of really need to see it when you don't open your combos, because it livens up the deck and gives you more plays going second. You really just want to get big monsters on the field really fast and start making plays and disrupting your opponent's plays. And so this turns bricks into not bricks. So here we go. And just a little hint, you can fusion from anywhere using anything. And only for D/Ds, but you can do the same thing for any Fiend type fusion monster as long as you're not banishing from grave for that cost. So it's pretty cool. If you have some extra deck suggestions, let us know in the comments. 2 Pot of Desires. It's a +1. It's worth playing. This is a... yeah. 2 Allure of Darkness. Everything is dark. There you go. Point blank. 2 trade-ins. You play 6 level 8s. They're all searchable, and you want to see them in grave sometimes. And so you can trade in and use it as a combo piece to get them in the grave, to special from grave, to get effects. So there you go. Trade-ins, and then you play the 1 upstart. You really want to draw cards. Deck thinning is good, especially in this deck. So, yep. The 1 foolish, get things in grave, glow bulb, this, that, and the other. 1 for 1, you play the 1 for 1 for Kepler, and if you have a Kepler already in hand, you might want to use the 1 for 1 on the glow bulb and have the possibility to make 2 synchros. Then we play our destruction cards, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Regeki. If you can make room for the other Dark Hole, I'd say do so. Disrupting your opponent's board, like I said, is very vital in this build at least. 2 Solemn Strikes, disrupting your opponent. There you go. This is made to go second, so traps are kind of iffy, but we only play 5. You really want some kind of defense in a deck. You don't want to go all out aggro. And I think Strike is a good card. So Emptiness stops Blue Eyes, stops your a lot of other decks. If you make a board and then play this, we know how this goes. Alright, and then the tech card, Escape from the Dark Dimension. When you're banishing stuff for the fusions off of either the spell card or off of the slime, what happens is you can then special them back out as long as they were summoned legitimately. If you're trying to special back fusions and things like that. Alright, and then the last card is our spot removal and our other protection. It's a one of because it's searchable. It's not really necessary, but if you need to pop something, there it is, it's in the deck. And so you're not drawing into your removal, but you're searching for it, and I think it's really good. So that's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck. My Schmexy tokens, those are needed, so if you don't have them, you need to get them. No, I'm just kidding. I just have tokens in here because I like them. Alright, so fusions. We play 6 fusions. This is Wave King. His name is actually Triple D King, or Wave Oblivion King Caesar Ragnarok, if you were wondering. Play one of him. I never saw making more than one of him really relevant, and you can loop him back with other things. So, continuing forward, 2 Genghis, really good, makes your rank 6s, and I played him at 3 and I ended up upping him down to 2 because I didn't play the third one very often. 3 D-Arc. D-Arc is really good at doing what it does. It has the one effect. So, yeah, use it for that and for making Cs. 1 Kali Yuga. I see a lot of people playing 3. I really, like I said, only go into him once because I'd rather use my level 8s for other things. And the level 8 plays don't happen as often as you would like them to. And we just have other extra cards. So, Hope Harbinger, negates spells, protects other Xyz. There you go. Divine Dragonite Felgran, you can replace this with something else. This is just my player preference for what I threw in there. It's okay. It's good, like, against trains and against blue eyes and stuff like that. Makes them unaffected, quick effect negation, protects other cards that you have. So I personally like it. Then you have Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Make this against Dark Synchro. If someone makes you go first rather than second because they know what you're going to do, make this and you're stunning them enough and burning them enough that you can take it back next turn. Like, you can get the game back next turn. Big Eye, take their monsters, you're going second. Have this on field, negate with Kali Yuga, you can still attack, so that's really good. Beatrice, it's a Foolish Burial for any card. That's literally the point of it right now. So, there you go. And if you play this, Purple Dante, think about it. It's really good. Then we play Scarlight as one of the fusions. I mean, synchros. Wow, listen to me. One of the synchros. You play this because you can nuke board, and That's pretty much it, because you get a nuke board. And he's a 3K beatstick. Cyframe Lord Omega, take cards from your opponent's hand, put stuff back in the graveyard is a more beneficial play. And if you really want to, play Rise to Full Height, protect him, make a soft lock with attacking, that kind of thing is a really good idea. And then Formula Synchron Tuner, it's a +1. If you have like a stray Flame King Genghis, and you can make this Synchro into this, draw, do something else, or just Synchro on your opponent's turn, which is, if you really find a need for that, go ahead. But, yep, there you go. That's it for the extra deck. And now I'm just going to go into the side deck, because it's a little interesting for this deck. But Vanity's Fiend, I only played that one, but if you have, only because I don't have the other ones, I only had one from my old Monarch build. So if you have extras, I'd say play them over other things in here. So, yeah. Then I played 2 Kumongous. I really like this over Gamasio because I don't like when people take it and exceeds with it, or Dark Synchro can Synchro with it. Like, they can Synchro with this as well, but I think the level 8s just, they make better plays for other people, and I'd rather not do it. And it only has 2,400 more attack, so it's not a huge deal. Double Max C, this is for spammy decks. This was in the main deck. If you don't have Ghost Ogres or something else, but you have these, put them in the main deck. They work just fine. They're just in my side deck because I moved them from the main to the side. That's it. 2 Flying C, the Burning Abyss matchup, and as well as Draco Pal matchup, if you see it. Works really well. 2 Twin Twisters, Demise decks, heavy back row decks, things like that. Get rid of it. Kill it with fire. 2 Swords, Concealing Light. This was a last minute put in, but this card worked pretty well. I went against a Blue Eyes player, and he couldn't activate Gospel or Revival.
What he means is Return of the Dragon Lords.
Yeah, Return of the Dragon Lords, if you don't know what Gospel of Revival is. So, that's really good. Anti-Spell Fragrance, yes, there's pendulums in this deck, but if you set your scales up first, you're probably not going to be pen summoning too much at all. But if you get your scales up for your effects, you're not really going to worry about this. So, yeah. And then the tech card. Ooh, what is this mysterious thing? It's a quick play Royal Decree. And what do you mean by quick play? It's a continuous trap. I mean that you can activate it during either player's turn as a quick effect, and negates all trap cards on the field and all trap card effects. So really good, and it's during either player's turn, and it negates till the end phase, so it refreshes. So that's really good. So you can have this as well as these, as well as some of your other traps like Emptiness and some things on the field just negated. And so, especially if you have to make plays, you can activate this, negate Vanity's Emptiness, make plays in the graveyard so it doesn't die, special summon, and then at your end phase it's turned off, and turned back on. This is turned off and the other cards are turned back on, so then Vanity's Emptiness is then live again only for your opponent. So, really good card. That's it for the side deck and all the other cards we have in this deck. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it very much. I know this was a rather long video, but thank you for sticking it out if you made it this far. Stay tuned for more videos. We're looking forward to doing theory videos, more deck profiles, as well as some tournament interviews and our upcoming tournaments. So, peace.
All right. Yeah, thanks, Alex, for the deck profile. And yeah, just like you said, stay tuned, guys. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more information. This is Jay Corbett of Team Sanctum, signing out.